just slicked my hair down. I don't know how it's looking. Anyways, welcome to Gigi's Cooking Show, you guys. It's a nice, beautiful Saturday, and I'm going to be cooking today asparagus, pork steaks. They're pork steaks, but they're delicious. Macaroni and cheese, and I may do another side. I'll let you guys know at the end of the video. I'll be back in just a sec. Back, and like I said, today I'm going to be cooking pork steaks. Those are basically pork chops, but they're like in a steak cut, I guess. I had asparagus before one of my videos, but on this particular one I'm going to use actual asparagus today. I'm going to show you guys how to cook that. I'm going to do macaroni and cheese, of course, one of my favorites. And I may do a small mashed potato on the side, a creamy one. I'm not sure. It depends on how I feel towards the middle of this video. Okay, let's get it started. We're going to season it with some of this Creole. With these, we're not going to flour them. I'm going to do like a kind of like a it's going to be like a dry fry, but it's going to be good. That's just onion powder. This is pepper. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to flip them over. Yeah. Oh, yes, we are going to flip them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to Grandma's house after this video. A little seasoning, same thing, other side, you guys. You can season these things with whatever you want. I'm going to do these like how I fried those, like you fry a steak, basically. With a little butter, a little bit of oil. I'm going to show you guys in just a sec. Oh, yeah, and my pepper. Okay, you can put whatever seasonings you want. I don't like it too heavy because the actual chop itself has a lot of flavor to it. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm waiting for this to get a little warm. I got my noodles boiling. Honey, what are you talking about? Huh? Yes, I'm good. I'm going to do... Oh, yep. Splash water test never fails. We're going to cut it down a little bit, and we're going to add them. Okay. What we're going to do is just move them over a little bit in my pan. I'm going to invest in getting better dishes, better everything. Hold on, Nani. What we're going to do is turn the fire up a little bit. Let them cook. I say at least 7. It's not steak. It's pork. It cooks quicker, but in my own opinion, I want to do the first side, and I advise a lot of people to do it. Only with me. This is my preference with these particular steak chops. What we're going to do is we're going to cook the first side probably for about between 7 to 10 minutes, you guys. Other side, maybe at least 3 to 4 or 5 minutes. Because the other side's going to go all, cooking from this side is going to pretty much be done on this side once I flip it. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to add the onions and all that, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, you guys, I didn't want to flip it. I wanted you to see for yourself. You see that on that side? It's brown. You can flip it again if you guys want. At this point, I'm going to add a little bit of butter, and I'm going to add some of my veggies. Little butter right here. Little butter right there. Add some onions. It's going to be like a saute. Now what we're going to do is let that cook, you guys. I'm going to add just a little bit of my some basil. Just a little basil on my veggies. for that presentation. I've already had put some garlic, did I? I'm gonna add a garlic clove on each end. Now what you guys do is you kind of turn it down a little bit, leave it kind of high, but you're gonna put a top over it. Don't worry about if it fits or not. As long as it closes that meat up and locks it in. You see that? We're gonna just let that sit. I give it about 10 to 7 minutes. I said 5, but I'm gonna just do 10, between 8 and 10 on each side. I'm gonna cut it down after a while and kind of let it just set, and then eventually I'll cut it off. Okay, with these asparaguses. Oh my God. Okay, this is the long piece. What you're gonna do is stop right up in here. You see that? Cut that off. You only just want this part. This is just some chewy, gooey. Just cut it off. Okay? This is how your asparagus should look. You know, cut that piece off. I say at least pinky length long. Whenever you don't see the gristles anymore, cut it off. It starts to get smooth in that. Now that's a little bit of oil. That's probably like a half a cup of oil. Just about 2 teaspoons of butter. And we're going to use about 1 full teaspoon of garlic. Okay. I'm going to use this Spicy Herbs by Tony's. This is the one I told you about. This is the Creole one that I did the pork chops with. We're going to use the spicy herb one for this asparagus recipe. It's kind of spicy. It's pretty good. I'm going to add a little bit of more garlic powder. And a little bit of pepper. Since it's already spicy, we don't have to put too much. We're going to raise up the bargain, which is the fire. Let's drop these asparaguses in here now. Asparaguses. Woo! Okay. Line them up, kind of, you know, kind of sense. Just, you want to get some heat on them. Kind of smash them in there. They'll soften up. Let those cook for a little bit. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I might actually add, no, because what we're going to do is going to let them cook for a little while. And then I'll be back in a second. Let's see how these pork chops are doing. We don't want them too wet or anything like that, but we want to just kind of warm, you know, melt down these onions and bell peppers. We're going to crank it up now. It's time to turn the party up on these. Crank them up a little bit because we want to crunch with it, like a moist crunch. Saute, but not too soggy, not too crunchy. The heat. They're not done. So what we're going to do is move them around a little bit. They're softening up and they're smelling delicious. You guys, like I said before, can use can. Can is cool for me, but it tends to get kind of chewy or something like that. I didn't like that texture and consistency. Wasn't really, I wasn't feeling it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm sorry guys, and no, I did not sneeze on the food. We're going to add about a half a cup of water, a little bit over more than half. Turn them up. Well, you can leave them like this. I'm going to turn them up a little bit. Well, they're already up. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to flip these. If the onions get under it, that's a plus. Let it do that. Just let it go. You see those? Ooh, it's so hot. Oh yeah, they look good. See that? Oh yes. Those onions and bell pepper and garlic. Yes, you're going to be able to cut right through these. did was I took it to the bottom of the stove, and I just kind of basically got that crunch that I was looking for. It kind of got too soft. It just wasn't giving me the texture I need. So what I did was I took it to the bottom of the oven. You guys know what the name of this portion of the oven is. I cannot remember right now. But what I did was I set it under here for about 10 minutes on high. It's caramelized. Everything's done pretty much. Yeah, that's it. What I'm going to do is set our plate up. Oops, it's hot. Like I said, you guys, I took that pork chop, 10 minutes on each side, added some onions, bell peppers, a few garlic cloves, cooked it on each side. You see those onions? You see that? Then we're going to add the asparagus. I'm just going to add a few. You see that in between? And we're going to add this is what you have. Mac and cheese, the regular Velveeta. I didn't put it on the show because you guys know how to make that. And you see that asparagus? Yes, this is the real asparagus. Cut the tips. Remember, I told you about a few inches away. And this is your pork steak. That's caramelized. 10 minutes on each side. Kind of smother effect and about 10 minutes at the bottom of the oven. And you just basically just top it with your onions and bell peppers and all that good stuff. I like to tend to put my sriracha and A1 in the mix. And that's pretty much it, you guys. You guys have a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Don't forget, you guys, please don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Hit your notification button. That's the little bell to the right after you hit the subscribe button. And also, you guys do not forget to comment and like and share all over your pages if you want. With that being said, you guys, thank you so much. God bless. Goodbye.